hello again, and welcome to the latest episode in the most exciting videos in the world from Cambodia. It's about, I don't know, 8 o'clock, something like that here. Been out for a couple of hours, had a beer, been out to our place today, had the famous steak pie. One slight criticism of it is that the pastries used, I think, is slightly sweet. But my touch of Western food. I've got to eat Khmer food the rest of the day, the rest of the week. I might as well have one day where I can eat Western food just to keep it sane, so to speak. Anyway, following on from my first month, what I've done is I've written down roughly what it's going to cost me per month. So one of my subjects in the last video about the first month was affordability, one of the reasons I moved. So here we go on for affordability, we'll call this video. So I don't know, video 5B or something like that. It's a bit difficult this bit because if you've got an unlimited amount of money, it doesn't really make any difference, does it? If you've got a limited amount of money, then it does. So what I've done is I've limited myself to a pension. My pension in the UK works out transferred at $8, 80 pence per dollar to about $1,067 per month, give or take a bit. So I'll base it roughly on that and see what we come out at. Right, so let's start with the bit dear stuff. I'm renting an apartment. This apartment is 1 bedroom. It's got 2 bathrooms. Don't ask me why. Just because they must have had a room and somewhere for the other lizards to live, etc. Anyway, so it's got this 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, 2 air cons, one in the main lounge, which I've just put on, and it's nice and cool now. Separate bedrooms got a door on it and an air con in it, so it's dead easy. An hour before you go to bed, you just put the air con on. This cost me $300 per month, which works out at about £240 per month, which basically is nothing. It's about probably about a 15-minute walk, 10-minute walk to Pub Street, 2 minutes in a tuk-tuk for about $1. Can't be bad. Anyway, so the rent is about $300 per month. I managed to get it on a 3-month rent because I don't know whether I'm going to stay in Siem Reap or not. I may move into Kampot or somewhere else. I don't know yet. Electric, I don't know. Because I haven't actually done a full month here yet where I've had a bill for the electric. Luckily, this apartment's got a fan in it, ceiling fan in the lounge, which means you don't have to use the air conditioning a lot, although it is nice to put it on occasionally just to cool things down. So I'm going to estimate and guesstimate that at $50 a month. Maybe wrong, maybe more, maybe less. Okay, I got a phone plan. I'm smart, which is 60 gigabytes and 150 minutes of phone calls, which I never use anyway. And that's going to cost me $6 a month, $6 a month. Food, I've put it about $7 a day, so we'll call that $200 a month, shall we say? Might put it up to 300, but 200 anyway. Put it at 200. Transport. I put it down as $20 per month. Probably a bit lower. It'd probably be a bit more than that. Depends. That's just using tuk-tuks. The health fund, I put in away $130 a month. So that's going out. That's a fixed cost. Water. I tend to drink beer rather than water, or red wine rather than water. But I put it down anyway for people who want to use water or drink water at $6 per month, which $6 will buy you one of those big blue bottles with loads of water in it. And a lot of the restaurants you go to when you're eating out or whatever will give you free water. So you're okay with that. I've totaled all that though. I'll put all these figures in the description below. I'm going to total that up to about $516 a month. which gives me a surplus of $500 per month to play with. I can play. Whoa. So that's plenty of wine and beer extra, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, and that's basically it. And that's all I've got to say on this nice short video. I like short videos. Oh, just as an aside, I just watched, for the second time, First They Killed My Father. And I must admit that the first time I wasn't in the same room. But having moved here, I realised what the film's all about. Well, what the father is all about, anyway. It's about the country, isn't it? It's not about the actual father. And it did make me tearful, I must admit. I don't think it did the first time round, but having seen the people here and the trauma they've been through, it did bring a tear to my eyes. Only to one of them. I don't know which one it was. Anyway, whichever one it was, doesn't matter, does it? But it's on Netflix, that film. So if you get a chance to watch Netflix, then it's there if you want to watch it. It's the Khmer Rouge from a child's point of view, I suppose. The only one I haven't watched, actually, I've watched The Killing Fields, obviously, as a lot of people have. I've watched that, the second time I watched that, First They Killed My Father. The one I haven't watched is the Angela Jolie one, which is the Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I'm not sure, but I think Angelina Jolie had something to do with First They Killed My Father. She could have directed it or produced it or something. She had something to do with it, I'm sure. Anyway, that's by the by. So, they're not easy watches, and especially not easy if you live here. Sorry about that, but there it is. And straight after it come on Breaking Bad on Netflix. And that's a long time since I watched that, so I'm just watching the pilot where he sorts everything out. So I might continue watching that, I've nothing else to do. The other thing is that Netflix is only $3.95 here. It's dearer than that in the UK. And the other thing is that if you get a VPN, a virtual private network, you can sign into the UK Netflix. This is really good, isn't it? I'll keep finding perks and perks and perks. Anyway, thank you to all my subscribers, new and old and new, ugly and poor, poor and rich, whatever you are. You are the people that keep me alive and keep me doing this. I am enjoying it, actually. It's, as I get better and better at it. The first time I did it, I was frightened to bloody death. Whoa! Getting me in front of a camera? No way. And you get to realise how you just look. I'm just looking at you, actually. I'm not looking at me. I'm looking at you. And you know who you are. I don't. You do. Keep your questions coming. I'll try and comment in what I can, but if I get a lot of comments, then I'm going to find it hard to do that. Because I don't eat breakfast, so I don't have a lot of time sat down eating breakfast, do I? Anyway, so it's bye-bye now. Enjoy.